Good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this episode of the Wednesday stream and podcast episode, December 7th. I'm Matt with So Cincy. How are y'all doing? Ugh. I have some crazy amounts of sleep in my eye. I'm trying to get it out. It's making everything blurry and I can't see. But I hope you all are doing well. I hope y'all had a great week. And I'm excited to go over Proverbs 6 with y'all today. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Yeah. All right, so this is Proverbs 6. This is coming from the New Living Translation. I'm going to pull it up so I can see it a lot better. And it reads, "My child, if you have put up security for a friend's debt or agreed to guarantee the debt of a stranger, if you have trapped yourself by your agreement and are caught by what you said, follow my advice and save yourself. For you have placed yourself at your friend's mercy. Now swallow your pride, go and beg to have your name erased. Don't put it off, do it now. Don't rest until you do. Save yourself like a gazelle escaping from a hunter, like a bird fleeing from a net. Take a lesson from the ants, you lazybones. Learn from their ways and become wise. Though they have no prince or governor or ruler to make them work, they labor hard all summer, gathering food for the winter. But you lazybones, how long will you sleep? When will you wake up? A little extra sleep, a little more slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest. Then poverty will pounce on you like a bandit. Scarcity will attack you like an armed robber. What are worthless and wicked people like? They are constant liars, signaling their deceit with a wink of the eye, a nudge of the foot, or the wiggle of fingers. Their perverted hearts plot evil, and they constantly stir up trouble. But they will be destroyed suddenly, broken in an instant beyond all hope of healing. There are 6 things the Lord hates, no 7 things he detests: haughty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that kill the innocent, a heart that plots evil, feet that race to do wrong, a false witness who pours out lies, a person who sows discord in the family. My son, obey your father's commands and don't neglect your mother's instruction. Keep their words always in your heart, tie them around your neck. When you walk, their counsel will lead you. When you sleep, they will protect you. When you wake up, they will advise you, for their command is a lamp and their instruction a light. Their corrective discipline is the way to life. It will keep you from the immoral woman, from the smooth tongue of a promiscuous woman. Don't lust for her beauty. Don't let her coy glances seduce you, for a prostitute will bring you poverty, but sleeping with another man's wife will cost you your life. Can a man scoop a flame into his lap and not have his clothes catch on fire? Can he walk on hot coals and not blister his feet? So it is with the man who sleeps with another man's wife. He who embraces her will not go unpunished. Excuses might be found for a thief who steals because he is starving, but if he is caught, he must pay back 7 times what he stole. Even if he has to sell everything in his house, but the man who commits adultery is an utter fool, for he destroys himself. He will be wounded in disgrace. His shame will never be erased. For the woman's jealous husband will be furious, and he will show no mercy when he takes revenge. He will accept no compensation or be satisfied with a payoff of any size." Man. Proverbs is, that one is that was a long one. And there was so much in there. And again, I was doing more research because I had to. I had to do some more research going into this just because of all this. Like there's like little things that we'll talk about here shortly. The little things that I was noticing that I was like, why word it like this? So, as always, what does it say about God or about his plan? Or does it say anything about Jesus? And so, again, what it does in 6:1 and really all throughout this chapter is that it brings you to places so that so that you know what is going on, and or not what is going on, but you know what to do to bring wisdom for yourself. Um, in 6:1, it starts out saying, if you have put up security for a friend's debt or agreed to guarantee the debt of a stranger, it goes on like get rid of that. So the whole idea of co-signing for somebody um, is just not looked as favorable in scripture. So when you and I think of that, right? Like I think of if you were a parent and your child wanted a car, like you're a driving child, you're like your teenager, not like a 4-year-old, obviously. But your driving child wanted to get a car, and so they wanted a car at X amount of dollars. And so because they're young, because they're inexperienced, maybe they don't have a job that well. And so the parent may co-sign. And so while that is maybe good and loving, is it wise and is it biblically sound? I'm not saying that's biblically correct. Biblically sound meaning like the Bible would point towards like, yeah, that's good discernment, like that's good stuff. And this would probably say no to that. It would be wiser to probably teach your child to live within their means, to get them a car that is saved up for. So instead of co-signing on the $10,000 car, that they can save for a $3,000 beater, a junker of a car, and that will teach them like, hey, like you can go into debt with loans, and it's very challenging to be able to take out a loan because you think I can afford this. If you take out a loan, it means you can't afford it, point blank. But people think all around the world like, yeah, we take out this debt because we think we can afford it. We think we can make the monthly payments. And if everything goes smoothly, sure, because I've done that. I'll be honest, I've done that. I've looked at something and I said, okay, I can afford this payment a month, and that's what we're heading to as well. I'll talk about that in a second. But we think we can make this payment, and luckily for me, I've been able to make each payment that I've done that with. So it is very challenging to do, and it can be for your benefit. But is it biblically sound? Is it wise? This would say no. But I've been noticing more. What I was going to say was I've been noticing more and more that there is this huge push towards pay in installments. And like with I can't think of the name of the businesses, but I was looking at a T-shirt. I wanted this T-shirt, and it was I think the T-shirt was like $20 some, like $22, $23, something like that. I could afford it. I wanted to get it. I decided not to in the end. But at the bottom of the website, at the bottom of the order, it said like pay in 4 monthly installments using this, and your payment comes out to seven something or 6 something. And it's like, oh, that's weird. It was just something I noticed, but it's more and more like even with iPhones, right? You're buying a $1,000 phone, and you're paying in monthly installments over the course of a year, 2 years, and stuff like that. And so while it is nice and convenient because you can think you can make the payments, we can't see that well into like we think we can, like we project and we hope. But in reality, we can't really see into the future. So we don't know if that job that we have is always going to be there. And so it is wise to rather save for something. Like I just got a new computer, and it was something I had saved. It was saved for because it was going to be a big purchase. And so I saved for it. And I got what I wanted, and I liked it, and I liked it. What else does it say from this? This is the other thing I loved. I don't know why there's someone beeping their car horn at 7:15 in the morning. 7:12 technically. Don't make me go outside. I do. That's sorry about that if y'all hear that in the stream or in the episode. But I'd be very mad if I was 7 o'clock in the morning, someone beeping their horn. Like, bro, what's wrong with you? Anyways, Proverbs 6:6. I love this. Mainly because I took a seminary class. Yes, I was in seminary for a whole semester and a month. Thank you. It was big. It was a big achievement of mine. But the professor was and the class that I took, he was focusing on, it was in Proverbs. And I can't remember which one, but it's look at the ant, you sluggard. And the whole class was based off this like chapter of Psalms. But this one looks at it the same thing. Take a lesson from the ants, you lazy bones. Learn from their ways and become wise. What does that mean, to look at the ants? And what can this say about humans? Instead of what it doesn't say about humans, what can this say about humans? And so I want to ask you, because I'm not sure, and I'm going to make this the question of the episode. What do we learn from ants? If you're listening to this on Spotify, you can't. If you're here on the stream on YouTube, put in the comments. What can you learn about ants? I want to know. Leave it in the comments. But if you're listening to this on Spotify, the podcast form, there's a right on the episode, before the description of the episode and stuff like that, there's a question that pops up. You can reply, which I think is cool. So if you're listening to Spotify, you can do that. But what can humans learn from ants about life? Take a lesson from the ants, you lazy bones. Learn from their ways and become wise. Though they have no prince or governor or ruler to make them work, they labor hard all summer, gathering food for the winter. So I haven't looked at ants in a while. Oh no, I lie. I've looked at ants pretty recently. Because ants get inside a house, and I got to put the perimeter stuff around. And they are the most, what's the word I'm looking for? It's another word for hard work. I can't think of it. They're relentless in their pursuit of whatever it is that they're looking for. They are relentless. Like, they will traverse and they will be in line and all those things. And they will try to get to what they want. And so there's probably something there that we as humans can learn. And they have to do their daily stuff. They have to go out and find the sugars and the candies and the dropped fruit, and I don't even know what else ants eat, to be honest with you. I don't know what ants eat. But they got to go out and find what they want to eat. And then they store and they prepare to store it up. They make, I don't know if they keep it in their little ant nest. I don't know about ants. But here's what's going to happen, because this is the way my brain works. I'm going to get off this stream and episode, and I'm going to look up ants. What do ants eat? And I'm going to learn all about ants. And I'm going to go down this rabbit hole of YouTube videos all about ants. I don't want to, but it's just how my brain works. Because I'd be curious, why ants? And there's got to be something here, because this is not this quote. Take a lesson from the ants is at least in Scripture twice. It might be in Scripture more than that. I don't know. Let me see. Bible verses about ants. This is what you do. You just go into Google, Bible verses about ants. Proverbs 6, Proverbs 30, Proverbs 13, First Timothy, kind of, not really. If anyone does not provide for his relatives, especially for members of his household, he's denied faith and is a worse than unbeliever. It's related. But at least what? 3? Proverbs 6, Proverbs 13, Proverbs 30. I thought there was another one in Psalms, but I could have been wrong. But yeah, when that's kind of weird that Scripture would look to ants for wisdom, for what humans should be able to do. Last thing that I'll talk about. 6 things that the Lord hates. 7 that he detests. Haughty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that kill the innocent, a heart that plots evil, feet that face to do wrong, a false witness who pours out lies, and a person who sows discord in a family. The commentary that I was reading, Constable's notes, said that they're like, when they list these out, there's no need to explain them because they're pretty straightforward. Although I don't know what haughty means, I'll be honest. Arrogant. Okay. Haughty means arrogant. So there we go. I'd look it up real quick. So arrogant looking eyes. So probably not looking down at people, but like seeing people not as good as you. Something like that, probably. Obviously, lying tongue. Hands that kill innocent. Yeah, makes sense. Heart that plots evil. Feet that race to do wrong. A false witness pours out lies, and person sows discord in a family. I think that was pretty specific. Person who sows discord in a family. So are these things that you could be working on yourself? If you are how do you view your family? In terms of, do you have that person who is a bother to you, and you ignore them for whatever reason? You detest them, you don't like them, whatever. And when you're around other family, does that family member that you don't like get brought up? Do you talk about them? Do you badmouth them behind their back? That would be discord. That would be sowing discord. Because you are negatively impacting other family members or other people. Because you'd be talking about a family member to people you don't know. But you're negatively influencing their view of this person that they may know or they may not know. And so if it's someone they don't know and they finally meet that person, are they going to have a negative impression of them off the bat because you've been saying all this stuff about them? So if you have family issues, would it be a challenge for you to examine yourself so that you don't become a person that sows discord in in your family? I think that'd be good to think about. But yeah, who needs to hear Proverbs 6 today, or tomorrow, whatever it might be. I don't have to get to it right away. But who needs to hear this? What is something you can take away from Proverbs 6 that will encourage, that will show someone some wisdom or some mercy, things like that? How can you be a good encourager today? I think that'll be important. Sorry, my chair is so squeaky. Apologize about that. But that will do it for this episode. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. If you watch this live or if you're watching this on the replay, thanks for hanging out in general. If you're listening to this and our 6 listeners all over our podcast world, hey, appreciate you. I saw the stats yesterday. It was like, you have 6 unique listeners. I was like, oh, dang, really? I was like, okay, what's up? Thanks for checking us out. If you want to connect with us more, you can hit us up on socials at SoCincy everywhere, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and on TikTok. But we love you. We hope you have a great Wednesday. Finish this week strong. You've got this. We love you. And go Quips. They play tomorrow for state championships. So that'll be pretty dope. So good luck to them. Beat them. Quips by 90. That's my prediction. Love you. We'll see you until next time. Have a good one.